Hey guys, Jackie, it's me. So today I'll be reviewing my second Transformer Dark of the Moon figure, which is also my very first Voyager class, presenting the new Decepticon leader, Shockwave. Right, not really a leader. In fact, I don't really know much about this guy, but I just knew that he's one of the main villain to appear in this third installment franchise, right? And not just because of that, because I got this guy up, right? Because I think he looks a very nice look. We'll talk about that later, but this is my very first Voyager class, so let's take a look at the front packaging. Right, as far as I know, the latest technology they come out is the MechTech. Well, in Revenge of the Fallen is Mech Alive, right? So now this Voyager packaging is much smaller, right, than compared to Revenge of the Fallen. Same as for the leader class, which I'm not sure why. And the material of the box, it just looks too cheap, right? If you compare to the Revenge of the Fallen, the Revenge of the Fallen is much nicer, right? So let's see at the front packaging first. A very simple Transformer Dark of the Moon, right, at the top. Right, Transformer Dark of the Moon. I'm just gonna bring. Right, a very simple Transformer Dark of the Moon, right? Aegis and intermediate level 2, the MechTech weapon system. Here you get a window view of Shockwave. Just hold on a while, I don't think you could really see that. There we go. And there we could see Shockwave, but not too clear in this camera. There we go, right? And then they all have a clear opening, so you could toy around with the MechTech weapon, which I'm not very satisfied, because kids will just spam and it might break, and this happened to be the last piece, so overall it looks kinda good. And at the back you could see there's the tube, his hands, and as you could see, Hasbro upgraded the safety, right? Instead of those metal, now it's like paper type. And there's another weapon, right? Quite nice, right? That's what I like, because you could see that it's like a creepy dude with the rib cage, one-eyed, right? Very special one-eyed, which is particularly why I bought this figure. Very creepy rib caging look guy. And as you can see that they have some paint issues, right? As in the movie, Shockwave was black and metal, but this is obviously purple. I'm not sure why. And then the picture here you get blue, which I'm not sure why too. It's supposed to be purple. Let me just turn off. You can see it's blue. And you get Hasbro Shockwave. I think this good if I turn on, but the battery will run very fast. I think just off it. Sorry. Get the Decepticon, right? I'm not too fancy about the packaging, but as I said, Revenge of the Fallen is much secure packaging. This is a very cheap paper type of packaging. And at the right side you get a Decepticon logo and same bio as all the Dark of the Moon figures have, right? Shockwave. And at the other side, as you can see on the top view, it's kind of slanted, right? You can see that it's slanting, so turn to the left side of the box, you get the more details about the MechTech. Right, you all probably should know that about it. And the technical data, right? He's very smart, and for telling the class what class is it, though you would know by the price, but just to confirm, it's at the bottom right here, Voyager class. Unlike the Revenge of the Fallen, where it's much clearer to all. So here you got Shockwave, right? As I said, Hasbro. The picture is very good, but the final product is very different. Unlike Metal for the Green Lantern figures, the picture is ugly, but the actual item is very nice. I mean, it's much better, just like Hot Toys, right? So yeah, you see, it looks very nice, but the actual item is obviously not like that. You get the description, there's the weapon, right? Obviously it looks different. The actual item doesn't have red and blue, right? When the first people saw this, they thought it was leader class, but no, it's not. So this is what he transformed into, ground assault mode, right? Not like any vehicle or what. Guess it's like a alien tanker machine. Look for Transformer Prime, Hasbro, transformers, right, the details, box number, right, that's enough talking. Just opening up live. Get my scissors, basically I'm just opening from the side top here, right. If you could see that, right. So I'll just remove everything up, and nothing is here, so I'll just remove that away. Inside is blank. So we'll come to the next item. Right, there's a booklet at the bottom of the piece here. Right, it just drops out, and I'm not going to show any transformation. This is pretty much waste of time. Right, unlike the Revenge of the Fallen, now they've upgraded the manual transformation both ways. Even if it's deluxe class, they've made instruction both ways, from changing to VK and changing to robot. And they didn't use comic illustration, but the pictures are the actual item. You could see that it's not illustration, it's actual item, right? Just like the Revenge of the Fallen, right? Where it's a picture, so it's very difficult. And then changing to robot, so I already said that I'm not gonna get much into all these things. With this new guide that has Brody, which I'm very satisfied, extra transformation feedback, so people won't have be going to reviews and such, so complicated, and the picture is the actual figure, it's not those illustrated comic. So yeah, so basically like very simple packaging, right? Shaped in a way like this is a base, right? And just hold on, sorry about focus there. Yeah, there we go. So not too difficult to open this guy up, since it has been a very simple job. So basically at the back here you could see that there's all this stuff. So I'm just gonna open it up. Alright, I'm just gonna cut everything out. Two legs, right? There's some scotched up here with a scissors. You could just snap everything out. Especially now the box is very easy to open. That's the good advantage, right? But it doesn't secure the item very well. But I'm not too crazy about the packaging. It's not a collector's box. You don't have to keep the box for future sale or what. No one bother about that, right? It's not a Hot Toys collectible Enterbury or what. It's just Hasbro. You could find it at departmental stores. So there we have the whole thing out. So you could just pop this guy out basically, right? And just remove everything out of the way first. Right, so the legs are out. And for the hands, the hands is different. You have to really get this two part up here. Right, there we go. Another one at the hand there. Right, just hold on a while. I'm just gonna get my own privacy and cut off this. There we go. So the hand part is free, and then his hands come out. Right, for his cannon, there's one too. Very frustrating. You see, I could just rip the whole thing with no worries. So let's take out the tube first. The tube is connected. That's silly. Again, my own privacy in opening up. Oh gosh. Taking so much time to open this guy up. It's ridiculous. I should probably skip this part, but the new camera cannot pause. And another one at the shoulder part. Just hold on there. Okay, just hold on there. Gonna get it done. Gosh, and it's done. Gosh, there's one more at the cannon, right? Right, it's still very frustrating. The cannon has 3 protection. Right. One at the middle, one at the bottom, one at the top. So I mean, this really sucks. I'm spending so much time in opening this crap. There we go. Last man, I'm just gonna rip this whole damn thing out.